Hey guys, how's it going? It's Luke, and today I will be showing you the RPG Immersion Pack, which is by, I don't know, but it's by someone who uses the FTB launcher, and the FTB launcher, as I said before, was what I was using for the previous video, and the FTB launcher has, I'd say, about 10 different mods packs that it has on it that's available to download, and this one adds, as it says it by its name, it adds an RPG feel to the game. It has 110 mobs as well as an 18, or no, it's not 18. I wish maybe it's gonna get to 18, but it has 8 dimensions. So it's based off of the vanilla game with you starting off collecting wood, like I'm gonna be doing for most of this video, and setting up a house and creating a bed or a place of safety so that you can rest for the night. Now this is where it pretty much ends, because obviously you get armor just like the previous game, or the original game I should say, which is iron and then diamond, and I guess some people get gold, but gold isn't really that good. And so right now I'm gonna be making myself a pickaxe, and we're gonna get away digging. So I'm gonna have to work pretty fast because I swear, like maybe you guys noticed this, but it seems like the nights are getting or the daytime is getting shorter, the nighttime's getting longer. But I'm gonna have to try and rush because the guys in particular, this is okay. I just want to warn you before you maybe try this on your own. Then this mod pack is a little bit harder than the original game. Now, it's pretty much because of one reason, and that's because every mob in this game, including yourself, actually, so you're not really a mob, but everything has a health bar. Now, a normal person or a normal player has 15 health, or 20 health, sorry, I lied. 20 health, and most low-level mobs have below 20. Now, that includes, well, creepers and skeletons and spiders and zombies, they all have 20, so they're about the same as you. But that's where it ends. Most guys that you'll see, especially those, I think I said 110 or so mobs that are added to this mod pack, they all have about 40 plus, I like to say. And their attack power is a lot higher than yours. So I'm going to be trying to rush before nightfall, because as soon as it turns night, tons of mobs will be spawning and I will probably not stand a chance. So I'm going to try and be careful and see if I can create a little house, and luckily I spawn next to some sheep so I can actually make a bed for myself. I don't normally sleep. Normally when I'm playing vanilla, the vanilla game, I do mining during the night, so that way I never lose time. But in this case, since I have sheep, and it's probably safer to not mine at night, or I'm going to try not to. Let's see if we can get there. I know there are some mobs that will spawn during the day that are some of the new mobs, so I'm going to be trying to be careful. But, so I think there's, the vanilla game is the beginning of this mod. So I'm going to get you put some torches down first before I start mining to get some cobblestone for the house, so that you guys can see. So it'll probably get kind of dark in here. And sorry, I'm filming this kind of late, so I'm kind of drowsy. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the mobs. There's different mobs that spawn during the day and night, and this world is actually, the vanilla world is called the overworld, or I think it's something with an O, over or other world. And the overworld is the foundation for this game. The foundation, and so you'll probably what I'm going to try and do, and let me know if you guys actually want to see the full playthrough, or if you guys just want to see, I guess, the abbreviated version or the bridge version, because I've seen tons of different channels do a variety of different strategies in terms of keeping the gameplay interesting, and that's what I want. I'm making this gameplay not only for a way to introduce myself and introduce this channel, but also try and see what people people like about this channel. So actually, I also want to note, I want to thank, before I continue, I want to thank everybody for subscribing to the channel, because I got, I think, 10 subscribers today, maybe? I posted the video last night, but it didn't actually finish processing. It takes forever to process. Whoa, what is that? Okay, so this is one of the new mobs, and luckily it's not attacking me, because I'm pretty sure it could probably beat me in like a second. Most mobs also, in addition to having a lot more health than you do, they also have a lot higher attack power than you, at least at the beginning of the game. As you saw, I was only doing like 3 or 4 hit damage, while I'm pretty sure he could probably do 10 or something, and obviously he was attacking because he set the poor tree on fire. But so yeah, I want to first thank everybody for subscribing, and I also want to thank everybody that responded to my question in the previous video, which was, what was your first game you played? I actually read, oh, what the heck? Oh, okay. So I'll have to be careful of that guy next time. That's actually one of the guys that I was speaking about, but I'll get to that in a second. I'm going to try and run and find a place to hide and see if I can attack him from a distance, because he can probably kill me in 2 hits. But I want to first thank everybody for subscribing, and then answering my question, which was what your favorite game, or your first game was. And I want to continue with that question in this video, which is, what was your favorite game? See, I'm trying to think of some ideas for this channel, or what I want to bring with this channel. I'm gonna have to be careful not to get hit. Hold on a second. It's hard talking while not getting hit. It's not making it any easy either. Like, he has 100 health and I have like 20, and I'm only doing like 4 damage per hit. Maybe that'll make it easier to hit him. Yeah. But this guy is. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm getting distracted again. So I wanted to ask you what your favorite game was, or at least your top 3 favorite games. I know a lot of you probably have several games that you enjoy playing and you've gone to several times, and every single time it's kind of like a new feeling. Not a new feeling, but like you're like a deja vu kind of feeling to the game. And so I wanted to ask you guys, what is your top 3 favorite games that you've played? If I had to choose, I'm going to give you the first 2. My first 2 are probably a game called Neverwinter, which came out in 2004, I think, or no, 2001 actually, I think. And it's an RPG. It's a really good role-playing game. Actually, they came out with an MMO for it. Where did that tree come from? An MMO that came out. I suggest you guys check it out, because I actually might possibly think about doing that for this channel. I don't know. Depends on what you guys want to see. But the Neverwinter game is like what I enjoyed about it and what kept me playing it, because I actually played for about, I like to say, almost 2 years, 2.5 years maybe, non-stop. Not non-stop, like every day, but I'm gonna make a house before it turns nightfall. The game, what drew me to it was the fact that you could create your own storylines with it's kind of like not an in-game, but like a program that came with the game that allowed you to create your own storylines, own like mod packs and such, and skins, and I really liked the game. So actually it's probably pretty cheap now. It's not probably really easy to find, but I'm sure a lot of you have played it, because it's actually made by a well-known role-playing I guess company called BioWare. They made Mass Effect, Dragon Age Origins, I think, and a couple other games. Baldur's Gate is probably what they're well known for, which was made a couple years prior to Neverwinter. But yeah, so that's probably my first favorite, and then I'd probably say a game called Doom 3. I'm not sure if you guys are fans of the horror genre of gaming, but that's actually probably my favorite genre of gaming, which is kind of weird when you think about it, because Minecraft and Doom, what do they have in common? So I think one of the things that drew me to Doom was the fact it's a lot. I mean, in case you guys have played the original Doom, I'm sure you have. It's pretty popular. It's made by a company called id, and the company made Doom as the original Doom as like kind of an action game, and it was made in the 90s. And what I liked about Doom 3 so much was the fact that it completely switched that, and instead of making it drive by action, it focused on its horror aspect. So if you guys are like not too, I guess, scared of horror games, or you enjoy playing horror games because it makes that like jump factor, I really suggest Doom 3, because I feel like a lot of games nowadays that are horror games aren't really as scary as they used to be in terms of what was coming out. I'm gonna have to hurry to make this house. In the next video, just so you know, I'll explain what the guy dropped, as well as the other worlds or other dimensions. I don't really know that much, so actually I'm going to be learning just as much as you are when you're watching these playthroughs, but I really wanted to create that new feeling that I was talking about in the previous video with this playthrough. And I've actually only played the very beginning of this mod pack, so in another game, so I just started over and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so Doom 3, I really recommend that game if you really like horror games, because I'm actually would be surprised if you haven't heard of it. But then my final third game, the third game that I probably say would be one of my favorites, is a game called Homeworld. I have a wide variety of genre of games that I'm interested in case you haven't noticed. And Homeworld is like an RTS game, or I guess a real-time strategy. I don't know, maybe not real-time strategy is the wrong word for it, but it's a space game where you have a mothership and you try and defeat the other players in the game who have... It's like a race for materials in a space environment. So, if you're interested in playing, seeing that game as well in this, I really want to create a channel where there's a variety of games that are played, not just one genre. I mean, I really do like Minecraft, and I'd be more than happy to spend majority of the time on this channel with Minecraft, but I also want to spread out the, I guess, the genre of gaming that is established on this channel. So please let me know if there's a game that you want to see on this channel. I know in particular there's a couple games that I had on my list that I was making, including like DSX, Human Evolutions, even Doom 3, Killing Floor, and such. Please let me know if you guys have any ideas. I'd be more than willing to try something out. There's very few games that a lot of the indie games I actually don't know that much about, but so I'm just to reframe or remind you about the question. I'd like to first thank everybody for subscribing. Really appreciate it. And the question for today is, what is your favorite game, or what are your top 3 favorite games? And I'll see you guys later. Thanks.